Grand Rising. Top of the morning. I hope you guys are doing all right. I want to speak on this Canelo situation. I mean, I really don't care about the Canelo situation. I'm not surprised at the decision he made to fight this guy we do not know anything about, some African dude. He's definitely from Africa for sure. And I heard he already got knocked out twice, so it's still duck season with Canelo. He don't want to fight the real ones that can really challenge him at his peak right now. He went on his European tour and then fought another American European, which I'm not knocking. I mean, I'm not hating on that. I like Caleb Plant. I think I say he's a B plus fighter for a professional boxer, of course, and his level of skill. But David Benavidez, he just won. Congratulations to him. Unfortunately, the person he was supposed to fight popped dirty. So this other guy came in. I forget the guy's name. But I don't really watch the fight or the highlights really much. But I guess the fight was stopped. From his trainer stopped the fight. I guess he thought he was taking too much punishment after he took the fight on, 2 weeks notice, I guess, which is, you got to respect that. But I know David Benavidez want to fight Charlo. I really want to see that fight. I feel like Canelo should already have fought either Charlo or Demetrius Andrade. I feel like Canelo's been big ducking Demetrius Andrade. Jermall Charlo has been big ducking Demetrius Andrade for a long time, longer than Canelo. It's just that when Canelo started going up in weight, Demetrius, he was right there, and Demetrius is, I'm trying to look for the word, but he was definitely a target. He was right there. He had to be challenged because he was in the same weight class. He ducked Demetrius. Canelo ducked Demetrius. Charlo has already ducked Demetrius years ago. So all you boxing fans, black or Mexican, first of all, for you Mexican fans, please learn to stop being European-like white people, and they just very biased and just want to just be about their race and not very practical and honest about your observation of people, their skill set, boxers. If you love the sport, be honest and judge it fairly. You know what I mean? Probably don't. But most black fans, we don't care if you black or not. Not all, but just blacks are not naturally racist like that. So we're going to keep it 100. We'll roast somebody that's a black fighter if you don't really be up to par and he talking all this big stuff. Look what happened to Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner thought he was Mayweather for a long time, and he got exposed against Maidana. We roasted him for that because we real. So keep it real. Keep it real. Canelo has been ducking Demetrius. He's been ducking Charlo. And he's been ducking David Benavidez. But today, right now, before I end this video, I want to see if Demetrius Andrade wins this fight. This guy Curly, whatever his name, the guy he's going to fight, which I don't know much about either. But unfortunately, everybody ducking Demetrius, so he got to fight who's willing to step up and fight him. This is facts. So if Demetrius wins, David Benavidez, I don't even know if you called out Demetrius. Are you ducking Demetrius too, buddy? Because if you're not, you need to be calling out Demetrius just as much as you calling out Charlo, because we know Charlo ducking you. We know Charlo is a little concerned. They bark a whole lot. And I'm not saying they can't fight, because I've still favored Charlo against you, David Benavidez, if y'all was to fight. But if he fights you scared and concerned, then yeah, I favor you. But if he's just the confident, skilled Charlo, I just don't see. I don't think you have enough to win. I'm not saying he'll knock you out, but I think he can get the decision over you. But if you get it, then shit, I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna hate. You know what I mean? So I want to see Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez. I don't know exactly if they're in the same weight class, but it can happen. They're close enough. David Benavidez versus Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. If Charlo don't want smoke, if Canelo don't want to fight Charlo, but Charlo don't want to fight Demetrius nor David Benavidez, let's just pit David Benavidez against Andrade, and then we'll see if Canelo really wants to smoke in the aftermath. But if not, hey, let's see who's better out of David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. David Benavidez, I haven't heard you call out boo. That's the only thing I can't give you all the full respect on. I respect you because you're smart. You keep it 100. You don't seem biased or racist. You seem prideful. I respect the pride in who you are, your culture, your race, whatever. That's cool. I only start having a problem with people when they start just being biased and not really trying to give credit where it's due for certain black fighters because you're intimidated, you're jealous or fearful, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But we all on the same thing. We all have to live this life. We all bleed the same blood, same color. So let's stop with all the competition shit all the time. Just let's let it be what it is. But I want to see David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. Charlo, I respected him until the point to where until he started showing that he was a little fearful of David Benavidez. And already since he ducked, I had almost forgot that he had ducked Demetrius Andrade, but then when it came back to surface, there was asking him about Demetrius, like, no, man, he ain't nothing, man. He ain't even making the money I'm making. I'm like, this nigga's scared. Nigga, it ain't about the money and all that shit. Nigga, you a fighter. The fans want to see it. The fans been wanting to see Jermall Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade, but Jermall, you're the only one that's pushing it back and making every great excuse, and then you go in your little lives and your videos and you say stuff. It's like, come on, man, knock it off. Now all of a sudden you these youngsters, you got this youngster behavior and shit. Look, I'm iced out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't know what you're saying, bro. We don't understand nothing you say until you get in the ring with the real hitters. Because we think you a hitter, so you get in there with another hitter and let's see. Same thing with you, David Benavidez. If you a real hitter like that, get in the ring with Demetrius Andrade. That's all I got to say.